Well, hello everyone. I'm Esther Bartkiw, and I'm here today to talk to you about a subject that has been coming up a lot lately in conversations I'm having with just people in general, with my clients, and it's an issue that's come up for me as well. And that is what is going on when you have been deceived or duped by someone. And that deception might have you reeling because you're thinking, how could I have been so deceived? How did I not catch it? Why was my intuition off? What did I do wrong? All right. So I'm going to address that today, and I'm going to give you some perspective from my point of view, and also some tips and suggestions on how to move forward once you've waken up to, wow, that person really, really duped me. All right. So first of all, when we are asleep, living in an unconscious existence, allowing others to tell us how to feel, what to believe, what actions to take, making decisions for us. They tell us, eat this, and you better watch this on TV tonight because everybody's going to be talking about it tomorrow. You don't want to feel left out. They're feeding us information and a narrative that serves them and not us. Okay? This is when we've been living in that unconscious state. It is very easy to be deceived. All right? But what about those of us who are on a conscious awakening journey, right? We've rubbed and are rubbing the sleep from our eyes. We're seeking truth. We're examining our beliefs. Whether newly awakened or, if you've been on this journey of awakening for some time, what is going on when we are deceived? When we miss the signals, we miss the mistruths, we get taken in. What then? The first thing I want to point out is that this happens to everyone. Okay? No matter where they are on their journey of awakening, whether newly awakened or seasoned, it happens to everyone at some point. So if it happens to you, or it has happened, and I'm certain it has because it's happened to me many times over my lifetime, please do not be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up for missing the signs and signals. Why? Because, here's point number one, the people who deceive, whether it's intentional or not, are really good at what they do. They know how to play mind games and tricks. They know how to use language and gestures to deceive. They know how to use certain words. They know how to use your dreams, your hurts, your fears, your pain points to manipulate and deceive. And they often dress the part, right? They look the part. They look so big and shiny, and they're smiling, and it takes you in and seduces you with their charms and their ways. Deceivers are just really good at what they do, especially the ones who are conscious, deliberate deceivers. Now, here's point number two, and this might be new information to you, but an effective, successful deceiver uses the strategy of 90-10. All right, so what do I mean by that? They will offer you 90% truth, and then 10% they'll slip in the lies and the deception. And this is a very effective strategy because when someone is offering you information and guidance and everything lines up over and over and over again, you begin to form a blind trust, right? You stop checking in with yourself and see if what they're saying is true. You begin to give them power and authority over you. After all, everything they've said so far is true, and allow them to make decisions for you. And then they slip in the lie, the deception, and you may not catch it because you're in the mindset of only good comes from them, only positivity. And if you do catch it, like, oh, wait a minute, where did that come from? You might dismiss it quickly because, after all, everything that they've said so far has worked well. It must be you, right? Your internal radar must be off. Your internal guidance system must be off. So 90-10, 90% truth, 10% slip in the lies. It works. It's an effective strategy for the deceiver. But the good news is you're waking up to it. You're becoming aware of it. This is one of the things I say often is check in on everything that you believe to see if it's true, even if you think it's positive and it's expansive, because there might be that little bit of a deception that is in there. All right? The next point is, please remember, everything is just information. Okay? Everything is just information for your consideration. Always take what you hear, what you learn from anyone, strangers, people that you admire, people you love and adore, teachers, athletes, family, friends, boss, coworkers, social circles, pastors, politicians, journalists, celebrities, spiritual leaders, and facilitators, and question everything. No exceptions. All right? Always turn within to see if it rings true for you. Also do your own investigation and research, right? Facts plus feelings. Mind plus heart. Good. Now, another reason that we are all deceived from time to time is that we just don't want to do the research and the investigation. We don't want to spend time meditating, praying on the issue, asking God for guidance. We want someone to tell us right now what to do, what to believe, what is right. It's easier and it's quicker, right? We use beliefs such as I don't have the time to do it, or I don't have the skill to do it, or it's just not my thing, right? And we give our power away. So then when someone gives you a hot financial tip, and you say, oh, I don't want to do the research about that company or the market or whatever it might be. Instead, you say, well, they're successful. They have money. Their tips always work out for them. They've never led me astray. And you go for it, not doing your research, not doing your own meditation on it. And this time it's a bust. All right. So just remember, everything is information. And it's worth your time to do your own research and reflection upon whatever it is, the issue, the subject. Now, number 4, why we get deceived. Ooh. And this is a really big one. This is where I probably fall. This is what I have to watch out for. Okay? When you hear something and you really, 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 really want it to be true. It's your wishful thinking. We often don't check it out. We don't ask questions. We don't fact find. We don't use our intuition because we don't want to know, oh, maybe it's not true. All right? So that's the one I've got to really watch out about, and maybe that's the one for you to watch out about as well. All right? And number 5, the 5th reason I want to share with you that we often get duped and deceived is because we don't want our belief system to be shaken. Because if our belief system is shaken and we learn that our beliefs have been lies, and maybe we've been living those lies for our whole entire lifetime, maybe you've been teaching, passing along those lies to friends, family, children, clients, all right? Those lies call into question maybe everything about you and your life. It will force you to make a change. Now that you've discovered it, what am I going to do with it? And maybe you have to go to people and say, you know, I am so sorry. I was misled. I had the wrong information, and then I misled you. I apologize. That can put families, job, career, businesses, relationships, everything into jeopardy. And if someone is afraid of all of that, or even just a part of that, they will allow the deception to continue because they perceive it as easier than facing the truth. Right? It's easier than facing the truth. So we allow ourselves to be duped and deceived. You will often hear me say or write, this is what I believe today. Ask me if I believe the same thing tomorrow, because I could have a new awareness. I could find a new piece of information. I could get a new download and change my belief and perspective completely. And this is why I say, please do not be hard on yourself when you discover that you've been deceived and misled and duped, because it does happen to everyone for a number of reasons, including that deceivers are very good at what they do. So what do you do when you wake up and you realize, oh my goodness, I have been deceived, and you forgive yourself? This is your journey. Number one, learn from the experience. Yes, learn from the experience. People come into our lives for many reasons, right? The deceiver is providing you with an experience, the experience of deception. I believe it's a gift that is showing you where you were blinded, where and how you gave up your power, to help you to wake up, to learn, to make change based on what you have learned. And then fortify your position that everything is just information, no matter who it comes from. And re-engage in the practice of facts plus feeling. Do your research, meditate, contemplate on the information, right? Heart and mind to make a decision. And then also be willing to abandon something you have believed, maybe for a very, very long time, and step into truth. We are all on a journey of waking up to greater consciousness, and that awakening is often exciting and joyous as we open to all possibilities and learn and live as the amazing creator beings we are. The journey can also be troubling and challenging, and the revealing of a deception shakes us to wake us, but it is your journey and part of your purpose for being here on planet Earth at this amazing time in world history, living on what I consider to be an amazing timeline of awakening and change. We are coming upon the second eclipse season of 2019, and eclipse energies, they shake us to wake us up to deception, myths, truths, limitations we have placed upon ourselves that we have fallen in line with. Eclipse energies also help us to get free from these limitations and illusions, to raise our vibration, to see with new eyes, to make new choices, to experience dramatic interchange leading to transformation, often quite quickly. Eclipse energies are turbocharged with waves of light, quickening our ascension process, especially when we work in harmony and tandem with the light, in consciousness, co-creating with God universe. Now, July 2nd is the start of the next eclipse energy event I will be hosting. I've been doing these for a number of years. I believe this is I have to check, it's either the 10th or the 12th event. It runs until July 17th. It is a 7-phase program with live calls, energy transmissions, daily distant energy healing, a raise the vibration special theme. You can add your personal healing requests into the daily energy transmissions. There will be a bonus Q&A call this time around, private sessions and readings if that is something that you are interested in. So I've included the link to the information about the program, and the sign-up link is below. You can read all about it. Please email me if you have any questions about the program to see if this is a good fit for you. And until the next video, until we gather together in the ethers for the start of the eclipse program, which will be for the total solar eclipse that is happening across the world July 2nd, I just want to remind you, you are wise. You are powerful. You are amazing beyond measure.